live yet? No, there we are. Now
there we are. Jesus Christ. Live. Yeah, I think it's what I think it's been like 3 weeks. It's like confession. Forgive me, Nita, for I have not vlogged in 3 weeks.
It's okay, Daphne. I love you so much, and I've been taking it personal. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Mercury's in retrograde, and I've been having crises after crises.
Oh no!
And my main support friend is too busy to bother right now.
Well, it's like, look, it's like after like what felt like 2 months of construction.
Jesus, right?
I mean, once it got quiet, it's like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Although it's like the last time I tried to vlog, I thought everything was okay until they knocked me off the air because they shut off the power that kicked off, that kind of kicked off my router. So it was just a mess. I just figured, like, you know what? Let me just chill until all the construction.
Let me get my shit together.
Yeah. And it's like, and I mean, really, it's like I still have a commission I still have to finish because I just couldn't do it while construction was going on. I have it inked, so I'm almost done. So I'm going to color it today and hopefully get this out the door so I can finally close out House of Bob. Jesus.
Just in time to do another one.
Exactly.
Good morning, everyone. It is it is July.
Yeah, I know, right?
July 13th, 2026. And this is the Ragin 2. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are we doing this?
You know me. I'm never ready for this, but hit it.
I'm so excited.
Valar Morghulis. Yes, all men must die. But we are not men.
No, we are not.
Right.
We are not. And you know how I can prove that right now?
What? Oh, no.
I have a smell that only a woman can have.
Right.
I smell like kitty biscuits straight from the gym. Oh, my God.
I think that there was there was this cartoon that I've been seeing floating around. I don't know whether you've reposted it. I'm pretty sure you did at one point, but it was a little cartoon. Kind of. It was kind of like it was so it's like it's a drawing, like you only see it's a cartoon, right? You see like her like this with the deodorant, and it's like this summer make sure to check up on your titty friends.
Yeah. Woo, the boob sweat's real. 100 fucking degrees. We stick it together. We have to rip that shit off. It feels like lit.
Yeah, I know. It's just like
and then you have to gym, and you already gotta worry about pit stains because
right. Well, it's the gym. I
don't give shits. I don't give a shit. So that's why I'm all in black, sweating my ass off, dying because I don't want anybody to see my pit stains. But you think the pit stains are bad? Wait till you get the buoy stains.
Right? Like, yeah, I know. Right? It's like. I mean, really.
Good
morning.
Good morning.
Joseph. Good morning. Hello. Yes, and welcome to another edition of the Ragin 2 the Vlogs show. Hello, everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist, self-publishing fantasy comics since 1992. I'll let you do the math. And I am known for the furry fantasy adventure Tall Tales.
Look at that.
Right, there you go. Timing. It's all in the timing. Which you can read in Furlough by Antarctic Press. I think it's like we're already up to chapter 8 in Furlough. So if you want to read Tall Tales, go to your local comic book shop and pick up Furlough by Antarctic Press. We're in there. And I am also known for my medieval fantasy drama, EGORAVEN, Heir of the First Unicorn, which is in its last hour on Kickstarter. And I want to talk about that, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. But both Tall Tales and EGORAVEN, you can read both of them online at egoworks.com and on Webtoon. Link is in the show notes. So I'm bringing back my webtoon. So and joining me here today after a worldwide tour,
a worldwide tour.
Nita.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm Nita. I'm here. I'm really just here, straight from the fucking gym, because
right. Yeah, we have to take care of ourselves.
I'm trying to love all this.
Right. Yeah. It's like, it's really funny how it's like when we're younger, it's all about, it's like, I got to fit into certain clothing. I got to be smaller and this, that, and the other thing. Now it's like, look, as long as shit stops hurting. Yeah. It's like, look, when I work out, shit stops hurting. When I don't work out, shit starts hurting. So, right. So now I only have one goal when I go to the gym. Does shit stop hurting? Yes. This, because
I would like a tight booty again.
Oh, well,
I always had the chest advantage. I never had the tight ass. So I'm kind of like into the fucking whole squats and glutes shit right now.
Oh, okay.
I got enough packing back there. If I get that shit upright, boy,
right.
Quarters off that shit.
Over. It's over for y'all.
It's over. I'll be in my full power.
Right. I just want to be able to get up off the floor without having to brace on anything.
God, right? Oh my gosh. So I went to a healing circle with the coven the other day. And
okay.
So we sat on the floor during meditation. And
yeah, you couldn't get up,
it was
right?
great while I was down there.
Right.
Yeah. And when I stood up, it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah. Oh, thank you. But it's like, yeah, because it's like, because especially the older we get, the more, because I remember those commercials back in the day. It's like, hey, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Can't get up, right?
Yeah, it's like, no. We do not do that in this house. You get up. We are not going to be trapped on the floor to be eaten by cats.
No, especially now when we're outnumbered.
Right, exactly. So it's like, yeah. So honestly, it's like if you go to the gym for any other reason, it's just so that you don't get eaten by cats when you fall on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. I up
for GLP-1s.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's really, I swear to God.
That turns your bones to dust in the meantime. But you'll be a skinny corpse. Oh my goodness. So in the end I took your advice and I upgraded.
Wait, I gave advice?
Yeah, I upgraded to Bluetooth headphones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
freedom,
my other headphones, you know how like the plastic starts to disintegrate? Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, and that's what it was doing. And it was like so gross. Every time I used it, I would end up with all these like nasty little flakes all over. So, and I know that well, he has no bones.
It's Hollow Steve.
It's Hollow Steve.
Somebody asked what his name was.
Oh, okay.
Steve. Hollow Steve. And he had my mood ring. I've been looking for this bitch forever. Check it. And my mood is always black. Always.
Gee.
Never. Anybody else can put this motherfucker on and it changes colors, be turning every color of the rainbow. And I'm like, matches my soul, bitches.
Whoa. I swear we'll talk about comics soon enough.
Comics.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I know, but it was just like, and then it's like my computer wasn't Bluetooth enabled; it didn't have anything, so I had to buy like the little USB chip. And the second I plugged it in, it's like really game changer. And also, I made sure to get the so these are the Bose Sound something, right? And it has noise canceling. Well, The way the campaign,
not gonna lie,
I figured I treat
splurge a little.
treat myself right, because it's like, hold on, let me just I just want to thank everybody who pledged to EGORAVEN, Heir of the First Unicorn, Volume 3. We have raised $8,549, which officially makes this book the highest funding book I have ever done on Kickstarter. So I just want to thank everybody who helped make this campaign the success that it is. We have 49 minutes to go. Also, because I had a backer or a potential backer remind me like an hour ago, all this time I thought it was on the campaign and I had forgot to put it. If you've never heard of EGORAVEN before and you want to like back, but you don't want to start in the last third or the third of the story, I do have a PDF version of Volume 1. I do have a start from the beginning level on, let's see, right here. That start from the beginning, I have it as a hard copy. I had forgotten to put up the PDF. So if you want to pledge, but you don't want to completely commit, we have a PDF of the first of the Volume 1, which collects issues 1 through 4 and gets that party started. So, oh my goodness, I have too many screens. All right, so I just wanted to mention that. Like I said, we have 48 minutes to go. So thank you again, everybody. Oh, thank you for asking. Well, EGORAVEN, Heir of the First Unicorn, is a story of a unicorn princess exiled into the mortal realm who trains to become a knight, hoping to win a king's favor and save her people. In Volume 3 of this 4-volume series, EGORAVEN survives the ordeal of the tower, emerging with the title of Knight of Turnham. As she returns to her enchanted kingdom, the stakes rise as she realizes the dragon lords are attempting to resurrect a goddess and start a war with the realm. After refusing a tempting parley with the manipulative Prince Rillian, who is everybody's favorite asshole in this book, I swear, EGORAVEN is forced to assert her rightful claim to the throne of Edenron in a challenge brought by rival elves who resent her return. EGORAVEN is a story of trying to find your place in opposite worlds and learning the people who will stand by your side and lift you up are not the ones you'd expect. It's a sword and sorcery fantasy with a soap opera twist, featuring character relationship-centered stories with unicorns, elves, dragons, and furries. And I am the writer, creator, and the illustrator of EGORAVEN. So all of the artwork on this campaign and the letter is mine, with the exception of a special edition issue 1. Oh, and the covers, the absolutely gorgeous covers. To those of you who like more lore, more story, I'm writing a novelization of the entire comic book series, and you can also pick those up on the campaign as well with these beautiful covers by Jaden Lanning. Which is Nita's daughter, and it absolutely gorgeous covers. So if you want to read the story and expand it from what's in the comic, you can do that as well. Also on the campaign, we have the Zhang Brothers variant. I still can't get over how absolutely beautiful this cover is that I got from them. I mean, honestly, I could have sold 0 copies of this and I would still be thrilled to have this. I mean, it's like really, eventually I want to get, I have to do this as a poster to hang up here, although I have no more wall space. I'm going to have to fit it somewhere.
You really don't.
Yeah, I really don't. So there is the regular version and a gorgeous nude version. I mean, I swear to God, I think like the nude version is so beautiful. And I can't get over it. So it's like, and I'm glad that people have been enjoying the cover. I want to thank the Zhang brothers for fitting me into their schedule. Yes, thank you. And we'll be looking forward to more Zhang brothers artwork on future campaigns. It's like, I just got a recent one and I love it so much that I made it my phone.
God.
Yeah, so sneak peek.
I zoomed in for it.
So here's a sneak peek of one of the upcoming Zhang brothers covers.
They did Daniel good.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely mind-blowing gorgeous.
Nice.
So you can pick up that as well. I also have them on metal for those of you collectors, those collectors who prefer something a little bit more premium. So they're also available on metal covers as well. So you have less than an hour to go. You have 44 minutes on the campaign to try it out. And also, if you just want to literally just try it out too, you can download a free version of issue 1 on this campaign so that you can read issue 1 and see if it's something that you're interested in. So technically there's no commitment. I have set it up so there's no commitment, but it would be nice.
Right.
Thank you. So we'll get back. So that's what's going on with EGORAVEN, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Well, it probably in about like 40 minutes, so we can do the countdown as we always do. So what else has been going on with you, Nita?
I've been doing the gym thing. That's
right.
Let's see. Work-wise, I've started working with a new company, Metal Ninja Studios, which is really interesting. Basically, they're a production company. You go to them with the concept, and they provide your artist concept to comic. Like, it's
really
freaking amazing, dude. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, so if someone so what like, do they put together the books? Do they match up artists?
They professionally edit. They match up artists. They letter it. They do everything. So if somebody like wanted to start doing comics, but they didn't have an idea of the logistics, or the logistics behind it for marketing. I mean, I'm talking, they do it all for you. Oh, interesting. So what was the company again? Metal Ninja Studios? Yes, ma'am. Right. So I'm assuming their website is metalninjastudios.com. Yeah. Right. So if anybody wanted to check that out. I'm there, Oh, but that's interesting. So it's like, so what's your part in working? Well, right now, if you can talk about it. Oh, bye. Thank you for joining us, though. No, thank you, Farm Boy Logistics. Right now, it's the Kickstarter promo on it, but I'm gonna be discussing other stuff later. So, okay. Later this week. Right. So, yay. Yeah. So, thank you. You too. And now, Jaden. Yeah, she's going overseas. Right. She's being worldwide now. Yeah, she's gonna be going for a much longer time. Oh, what? My baby's going for 3 months. 3 months. Well, you know what? It's like I'm happy for her, but golly, that's gonna be so weird having an ocean between us. But I mean, it's like, because it's like, because it's just kind of funny how she started off as somebody who was too scared to go on planes. And now she's traveling the world. Now she's going to, but I mean, it's like, so is she like backpacking Europe? What does she do? I mean, well, that's good. She's meeting a friend, and they'll come here first, right? And then she's going to fly out with them, right? And go spend. He lives in London or in the UK, so. Right. But he's going to be taking her to Scotland and possibly a few other places. And it's like, go you see the baby. Right. Yeah. It's like, I mean, because you know what it is? It's kind of like, how kids have, like some families, they have like stop gaps before they go to college.
and it's like they spend like a year just traveling, and then so but she's not, I mean, because she's homeschooled, right? So it's like, so I guess this would be the equivalent of it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So hey, congratulations. So that means like soon enough we shouldn't have a problem getting her to come to New York at one point, right?
maybe the next trip.
Right. Or maybe we're going to have to go to Spain to meet her there.
You just might.
Really. But no, that's fun. That's fun.
Here is better than here. I wouldn't blame anybody for not coming back.
That's fun. That's fun because it's like, because she recently had a vacation out of state. Yeah. So it's like, so how did she like that?
Oh, she loved it. She met up with her friends and it was had a great time. Had a really interesting experience at Nickelodeon Studios.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She went to pay for her tickets, right? And a guy walked up and just handed them 9 family passes walking out.
Wow.
Like unlimited passes. So the girls were like thrilled.
Ooh, I wonder what the story behind that.
I don't know.
Someone got served divorce papers at that moment.
I don't know, but they kept 3 and they gave the rest to a couple families.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so nice. So I didn't know. So Nickelodeon Studios, what is a theme park? I didn't know they had one.
Theme park in a mall.
Oh,
yeah.
Mall, what? Like Mall of America?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So is that place as crazy as it sounds? Like it's one of the largest malls in the United States or something?
Yeah, it's huge. And like the fact that there's roller coasters inside this bitch.
Right.
Wow.
But I mean, the idea of an indoor theme park seems very appealing.
It really does.
Yeah.
Like all this talk about, we had one of the younger kids' friends came and stayed with us while Jaden was gone, and trying to think of shit to do where we would not die here.
Right. Yeah.
Possible. Like unless you had $1 million to spend. And then I saw Great Wolf Lodge thing. I didn't go. Yeah, it did look wild from what she showed us.
Right.
And that's an indoor water slide.
Oh, I think I've heard of that, Great Wolf. Yeah,
but then the whole public pool thing kind of got to me.
Oh well, yeah, you kind of, it's like it's whatever picadillos you have about that,
I don't need parasites.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, and I had a little bit of a scare too, a couple of days where I couldn't figure out whether I had a spider bite or MRSA. But I'm pretty sure
they're very similar early on.
Yeah, exactly. And because like I was doing laundry and I really remember the timeline. It's like, so I'm pretty sure I went to grab the basket from underneath my bed. And by the time I got downstairs, there was like this bump on my hand. So I was just like massaging it, not really thinking about it. And then it was like the shit bloomed, where it's like I ended up with this like red, like really big red mark on my hand. And it didn't feel like a bruise, but I was like going, what the hell? Right. So I kept an eye on it for the rest of the day, and I just kept looking. It didn't hurt or anything. And then Jose comes back from work, and then I go, look at this. And he goes, oh, that looks like a spider bite. And he goes, right. And then it's like, and I go, yeah, it's kind of weird looking, right? And and then it's like at that moment I decided he had said something that triggered me to go look it up online, which is usually a mistake. Right,
you're dying, Daphne.
Right, and then it's like, and it's like, well, it could be a spider bite or it could be MRSA, and it's like, oh shit. And I had just, and I had just started going to the gym, and it's like, and I'm really self-conscious about MRSA at the gym, so I'm always wearing gloves. I wear weightlifting gloves at the gym, so I'm not like touching anything. So of course that freaked me out enough that I go, okay, you know what? let's go to urgent care. It's like, because I got to just check this out. I have to get this checked out because it's like, I don't know.
Right.
I'd rather not have either, you know. Although I did find out that New York does not have brown recluse spiders, so at least there's that.
It just seems like odd that they wouldn't.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, from what I understand, they like the dark and dank.
Right.
So,
yeah.
And it's not as humid there.
Right. Yeah. So I go to urgent care, right? And the doctor's kind of like, oh, I've never seen a spider bite like that before, but it's not a bruise either. It's not like you hit something. And here's the thing also that I found out, that unless you saw the spider, they cannot say it's a spider bite. You know, because they're like going, well, yeah, that it's like they can't diagnose it that way. It's like they go, well, it could be something else that bit you, but we don't know for sure. But she says that at this point, we're just concerned about infection. So I'm now on antibiotics for the next week. So that was pretty much it. She just says, you know, just keep an eye on it. Make sure you can still move your fingers. And if it doesn't fade,
use some drawing salve, Daphne.
Yeah, I know. Mosquito
medicine cabinet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
You gotta do that the Southern way. Anything bites you, any splinters, any stickers, whatever.
Right.
You go to the pharmacy and you tell them, I'd like some Ictamol. And you keep that in your, but don't say it like that. What? Right. Ictamol. Ictamol is a drawing salve.
Right.
Yeah. And like any kind of bites, immediately shit goes on there. Right. Any splinters, immediately. Right. And it'll draw that shit out.
Right.
Like because it's like venom or fucking stingers. Right. What the fuck ever. No, I'm not saying don't seek medical care after you've been bit by
exactly.
Spider. Like still do that. But if you need something instant, like ant bite, amazing.
Huh. Okay. But I don't know, because because it didn't hurt, it didn't itch, because I'm so used to I thought it was a mosquito, and she's at work.
Oh, my bad. We're professionals.
Yeah, we're professionals. You know, and it didn't act like any bite that I was already familiar with, but it's almost gone. So everything's cool. I just have to finish the antibiotics. That's what we do. Yes, we're going to live, and we're going to finish our antibiotics like good little patients. But yeah, so that was my little drama the past couple of days. But so going back to what you're doing with Metal Ninja though, okay. I noticed that you've been doing something different with your promotional posts on Facebook for the past couple of weeks, and I was wondering if you can talk about that. No, you cannot talk about that.
I'm learning something. Learning stuff.
Yeah.
No, really, I can't explain it, but anyway, I picked up different patterns that get better. It gets better movement.
Right.
And I'm actually posting a little less than I was before, and getting
much
harder.
Right. I mean that. Yeah, because I was especially interested with the way you were promoting Rob's stuff for Nightwolf. And this was something that I had been thinking about, especially with Volume 3, because it's like EGORAVEN is 16 issues long. So Volume 3 pretty much hits that last quarter of the book. So there's I only have technically 4 issues left before the end of the series. And it's like, and I kind of like got it in my head that's like, okay, what's going to happen after the series finishes? How do I get people to continue picking up this book?
Okay. Books, right? I think I've learned the secret to moving to the website, and we'll talk about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with him. I'm redirecting his traffic. And I'm following on my tiny URL, and I'm noticing a lot more momentum.
Right. Okay. Because the thing that because part of the thing that I was thinking about was like, okay, how because that was a concern. Like, I want to be able to reroute everybody to the website, and what I, and also the online store, Right. So I started changing some links to go directly to my store instead of my website, because in the end, it's like the store is where, we really want them to go. Right. But
the less clicks, the better, but give them the option to seek out more, but send them to buy.
Right. And, and I was like looking, and I always had this thing ever since, especially I started going to Monsterotica, right? Like, realizing that it's like, this is the audience that I'm looking to attract to my stuff, to my work, but they're in a very different circle than where we are in comics. So how do I go about that? And then I saw what you were doing with Rob's books, where it's like, it wasn't about selling a book or promoting a Kickstarter. It was just, here's, meet the characters. Right. And it's like that especially was what, intrigued me. And it's like, you were posting these things about meet the characters and getting to know the characters.
Yeah, and I'm digging that. Like, it really works. Because it stops sounding like an infomercial and starts sounding like a world.
Right. And I really, and I really liked that. And then I started doing like a little bit more research as to like, okay, if I wanted to like get like these romantasy readers to look at my book, because look, after the last 2 months, especially after the last Monsterotica, right, it is very apparent you can get them to read comics. They have no problem reading comics. But the thing is, though, is that they are not in comics. Hey, Lou, so if I need to meet them where they are,
and that's a good way to do it.
Right. So I looked up more about like their demographics, and, for disclosure, I did use Copilot. I think I finally dommed Copilot into some kind of submission.
You've been playing around with your internet girlfriend.
Look, Copilot is still very insolent. It still argues with me when it wants to. And it's like, no, but, and it still has a hard time not trying to flatter me when I'm constantly telling them not to do that, it's like, look, I'm not some insecure tech bro, that you have to mommy coddle,
Oh my God.
It's like, I just want information, right? Because in the end, it's like, look, I've told you, it's like, look, with using Copilot is using large language model, because AI is just a marketing phrase that doesn't mean anything. Where I'm using a large language model for what it was actually built for, and that's aggregating data.
Right.
It's a glorified Google. Okay. Right. I'm not using it for artwork. I'm not using it for writing. I'm not using it to make pictures. It's like that. No, it's I'm using it for statistical analysis. And that's what I did, because like, if you're trying to figure out the algorithm, what better thing to help find those patterns than the shit that's built for that algorithm? So I was looking up demographic information, and what it recommend, for the type of people that I was trying to attract, right? And what it told me was where these people hang out. Where do these women hang out? They hang out on TikTok, they hang out on Instagram, and they hang out on Webtoon. So when it said that, I was like, I'm going to have to bring my Webtoon back. It's like, I'm sciencing. Yes. Mega Google. That's what it is. That's the only thing that made sense to me about large language models since the beginning. It's like, it's doing math. It's doing predictive. It's giving you predictive information. It's like, it's not creating anything. So, so like I said, it's like, I'm using it for what it was built for. Like I said, data aggregation. So so I'm like going, okay, I'm going to have to bring back Webtoon. I have Instagram, I have Webtoon, but I'm still on the fence about having to go on TikTok. But the information that I was getting, it kind of like was talking about, using especially Webtoon and my first issue as, the top of the funnel, to attract people. And also the thing is too, it's like, and it was saying that out of all of these three, especially since I'm trying to get people to read a comic, out of all these three, the Webtoon was the most important one, because the more people I can get to my Webtoon, the more it sets up kind of like a digital footprint for the algorithm to pick up. And then it makes it easier to use Webtoon as a funnel to my mailing list, which eventually leads back to the website and the online store. So that's why I started integrating Webtoon again into everything. And, and then it's like when I saw you doing the meet the characters, I go, that's what I need to do. And I need to like focus. Oh, and this is also one more thing too, but this is a piece of advice that always stuck in the back of my head, that I took it, I always use it for the campaigns, but I've never used it anywhere else. And it's the idea of treating everybody who sees my stuff as if they're seeing it for the first time. Mm. And, it's kind of like with Farmer Logic, before, where he asked, what's EGORAVEN about? And here we go, right here. Tell them the story, show them, the artwork. And you're doing the whole like meet the characters thing. I go, you know what? I have to do something like that too. It's like, I'm going to have to, kind of like, how do I create awareness for my book to people who's never seen it before, but it has a relationship to what they already like. So what I've been doing, so I'm going to start this. So what I've been doing is I've been making stories, reels, carousels, things that I can use especially on Instagram and cross-post it to Facebook, and taking the thing that you're doing, the whole like meet the characters, meet the story, meet the world, right? And I'm pre-producing all of this content to lead everybody to the Webtoon. And what was suggested was that I only need to post 3 times a week. Because the idea, like you said, we're posting less, but the content that we're making is more potent. It's more potent in the message that's going across. And it's funny, not once did I get the advice that I have to buy Facebook ads.
Right.
So at least, there's kind of like hope there that I don't need to like spend any money on something like that. So I figure, so I'm the biggest challenge. Oh, and I'm incorporating my Substack into this, because that's also the thing that I started slowly. Okay, so I have a Webtoon, I have an Instagram, I have a Facebook, and I have a Substack, and I have a YouTube channel. So these are the 5 platforms that are on. How do I incorporate this content throughout these 5 platforms? Because like I said, I don't know how committed I am to signing up to TikTok.
I'm done with TikTok. They give you no freedom. Everything I post, even the most innocent shit, was sexual content, and they take it down, and it's constant battle. And I never posted anything over there that was really remotely pornographic. There was some bikini shot shit that was, and then after that, once they flagged a couple things that they felt were inappropriate, every single thing was getting flagged.
Right, like your entire account was like, oh, you're a troublemaker, and
it's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Right, yeah. So how is the posts that you've been doing? So you said that you're posting less, but you're seeing more results.
Right. Well, mainly I'm also and by less, it's not less days or I'm still posting the same amount of days.
Right.
But I'm more selective as to where I put everything. So the link, while I'm spamming out the link isn't viewed as spam.
Right.
I'm much more selective as to where I put it as far as groups go. If it's not getting any engagement, it's not worth it to me.
Right.
Just there's and a few other things that I'm still playing around with. I'm doing a lot of testing.
Right. Oh, you're doing that. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's also another thing that's like, because I've seen it on YouTube where you can do the A/B testing, but it's like with different thumbnails. But I think that's probably going a little bit too far for me. What's the biggest challenge that you're still coming across? Like,
I don't know. I'm not saying I don't have any challenges,
right?
But figuring out keywords. It's keywording, because hashtags, while you can still utilize them, you have to specifically be typing that into search. And for unknown projects, it's going to be it's like a 1 in a million shot in the dark that they're going to hit your project.
Right.
So it's like, it's keywording that I'm learning that certain words are buried some it's all in the way we say things, and we can't be like looking like testimonials or looking like ads, without being an advertisement. And
that's the big challenge that I've been coming across. It's like, because it's like I've been like gotten into the habit of like, oh, there always has to be like, like the whole like call to action thing, but it's always like a sales call to action. And and it's like that never, I don't know. It's like I read on an Instagram feed where it's like they said that your call to actions don't work because you really don't give people a reason to do the thing you're asking them to do. Because it's like if they're not familiar with your work, and then it's like you're telling them to go to the website to buy it. It's like you haven't given them enough,
right?
And it's like, and there was like a thing where it's like I think like a person has to see an image 7 times before it registers. I think something like that. So that's kind of like where for me Webtoon comes in, because it's like, oh, if you want to read, it's like if you want to learn more about, it's like, oh, it's like this was it's like one of the ads that I was putting together, a video, a reel, is this was the banquet, it's like the banquet to celebrate a returning prince. This was the night that changed EGORAVEN's life forever. Right. It's like, to learn, and then it's like, read the full scene on Webtoon. Like, so because it's like, so the idea is like I start off trying to intrigue the reader. Right. And then the call to action is go read it on Webtoon, especially since I have the first 8 issues on Webtoon. So it's a lot of binge material. So, I'm not telling them to buy anything. I'm not telling them to sign up for anything. And that's also the other thing too. It's like, at this point, I'm not doing signups yet. The idea is to get them to read it on Webtoon. So and use that. And then it's like, and then on Webtoon, I will eventually incorporate the thing about, you want to continue more, then join the mailing list and all that other stuff. Right. So what I'm doing like all these things in advance, because the other piece of advice that I was getting too is that it's not the quantity, but the consistency of your posting that actually makes a difference. So, although honestly, I would debate that it is the quality, because if you're like, we've seen people who all they do is post every day and it's kind of like very similar advertising. And, those are the people that we end up muting. Right. And but the thing is though, is that like the meet the characters, right? The little bios that you've been putting up, that has been like, I know the story already and I'm stopping to read them. Right. It's like, I already collect the book. I'm already committed to this book. But I'm like, ooh, let me read this, and I think that that's kind of like the feeling we want to create. Right. But also the thing is too, I think the one main thing that I learned, here's it. Okay. So the one thing that I learned from the very beginning of this experiment is that I really had to think very hard about who I wanted to attract for this to work. How much would you say that's?
I don't know. I don't put that much thought into it, because like I've always stuck with the who am I trying to market to? I'm trying to market to someone who would be interested in it. Am I interested in it? Yes. So right. How would I want somebody to present it to me?
Right. Right. So it's like, like say with Nightwolf, right? Is there a particular demographic or something that a particular type of person that you're aiming for, or do you think that the fact that it's Nightwolf makes it obvious?
I mean, there's anybody who likes werewolves for one, but right. With comics, it's always male dominated.
Right.
Like, so just one of the guys chilling, right. talking about the shooting the shit, type
right.
thing.
Right. And the fact that it's comic book people, you're already in the same area right. where the fans that you're looking to attract. So where in my case I'm actually looking outside of comics, right? So I guess like that's kind of like
you can look into other
more of a hurdle
too. No, reach out into groups that have the similar interests. Like high fantasy groups, and look, I don't know. Let's see. I would do high fantasy. There's the romance novel groups,
right?
Like use excerpts from the novelization or whatever.
Right. I mean,
similar posting, but focusing on the novelization.
Right. I mean, I have like I've been in some of those. I guess I just have to find, because usually, got to make it like the Chinese short dramas on Instagram. No, that don't laugh.
Will hook you. I paid 99 cents a month for one of them bitches to finish the story.
No, I mean, really, it's like that's. I think that's kind of like the vibe of the because all Mom does is Lorraine and Mom just watch. That's all they do, and I think it's kind of like it's kind of like soaking in, because that's kind of the angle that I'm taking with the reels that I've been making. Kind of like I mean, it's just like really funny how it all kind of like how we're influenced by things, even if we're not paying attention to them. But for me though, the biggest challenge is making the reels. Because even if I'm not on TikTok, reels, from what I've read, work. It's like it's really dominant on Instagram, and then you can cross post it to to Facebook, and then you can convert them to shorts for YouTube. So one video I could have 3 platform uses. And if I really get to a point where I think that, okay, I have to start, posting this stuff to TikTok, I want to have like a good collection of them so that I can create a pattern quickly an upload pattern quickly. But I'm not at that point yet. But it's just really funny because it's like, here I am on one hand saying, fuck marketing, it's all fake. Unless you have the money, the resources, and the connections, it's never going to be you're never going to be able to do anything meaningful. But at the same time, I am intrigued by it because it's almost like a game. It's like, right? It's like, I don't know, like when I started making these videos and these articles about like, oh, meet the characters, here's the story, it's like, here's some lore for you. I actually started having fun with it. And I guess that was kind of the thing that was missing. Is that when you're trying to do a sales ad, it's a chore. Right. But if you ask me to tell you about if I tell you about my story, it's like,
so much easier, right?
Yeah, really, really. Because it's like, and also like if I do a thing for Substack, which I have like 4 articles in the can right now, I just convert them to a shorter version for my newsletter. So, so it's like, so technically it's less work. It's aside from the reels, although I did figure out a template pattern that works for me, so I'd be able to like make them make more of them. But it's like, it's actually, even though I'm doing more content, it actually feels like I'm doing less work because I can convert. I have like a master, like I said, a master Substack post that I can convert to a newsletter. And then it's like, I can like, and then like with the reels, it's like, well, I can post that to Instagram. I can post the same thing to YouTube, and so what I want to do is kind of get like a month's worth of stuff in advance and then start posting them probably in August, like maybe like 3 times a week, like, and then like during August, I'll be making September's content and then seeing how, and just kind of like keep it going and see, if that makes a difference, Let's see. So we have, speaking of making a difference, we have 6 minutes to go. 8-7, Nita.
116 backers. On a trade. That's great.
On a trade paperback. It's like because not gonna lie, it's like this campaign kind of had me in the first half. on both, I mean, it's like, because it's like once it hit the plateau and it's like, it's gonna, because my goal for this campaign, I'm way past the whole like, I gotta make 10,000, I gotta make 10,000, I gotta make, I'm kind of past that. Now it's like, look, all I wanted this campaign to do was to beat out the first volume. The first volume, EGORAVEN Volume 1 is, up until this point, was the book that raised the most money for me on Kickstarter out of all my Kickstarters. Now the record is held by Volume 3. And again, I want to thank everybody who pledged the campaign and is taking a chance. And if you're new here, thank you for taking a chance on my book. It's like I'm really hoping that this is the type of story that resonates with everybody, and that you come back for the final 4th volume, or at least the last 3 issues, 13 to 16. But it's not like I wouldn't mind eventually getting a $10,000 campaign. But you know what? I am just incredibly thrilled with how everything's been going so far. So again, thank you, everybody. But yeah, it's kind of like the thing that really got me thinking differently was really coming to terms with kind of like, it's like, how do I attract this demographic to my work? I'm not the type to say, it's like, oh, I want everybody reading my book. And it's like, well, you can't attract everybody, because you'll end up attracting nobody. I just think that if you focus your attention on the people that you do want to attract, it makes the promotion easier. Do you think that, was that your experience with the stuff that you're doing for Rob?
It always makes it easier if you know who you're looking for, like with Nightwolf, it's werewolves, horror fans, people who like horror video games, I find like work too. So it does help to know your audience.
Right. Do you find yourself having to change the content that you're making depending on whether you're like trying to attract horror video game fans? Like somebody who's into Resident Evil, like would you have to change like your posting differently to signal to that person that they would be interested, or is it kind of like it overlaps enough?
No, it kind of overlaps enough. I would probably be more image heavy in like gaming groups or whatever.
Right.
Like, as far as wording, that would be about the same.
Right. Okay. And do you predominantly stick to Facebook, or like what platform like have you seen really works for you for that? Like if someone was doing a horror comic or something similar to
once upon a time, back in the good old days of Twitter.
Oh,
Twitter was an amazing fucking platform for me.
Right.
I was getting fucking millions of views.
Right.
Blue Sky is coming up, but I've been neglectful for the past month. I need to go back over there and put a little more effort into it. Facebook is really doing well, especially considering my ass is banned. I can't wait to see what happens.
Again?
I've been banned. I can't wait until this last restriction is lifted and to see what my numbers do now that I'm not constantly promoting Ethereal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like I mean, granted, it was some hot fucking covers or whatever, but they got me flagged a lot.
Right. Because you're. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're not with Ethereal anymore, right? It's right. Because that was also the difference that I noticed is that the type of imagery that.
It's constant adult content.
Right. And do you think it was? That was the main reason why Facebook kept hammering you?
Oh, no, absolutely. Because now I'm restricted and I'm doing better than I was when I was unrestricted. So, because what they would do is they would mark everything 18 and up. So I wasn't getting recommended.
Oh, okay.
Like at all. And now I'm restricted and getting recommendations. It's like how, like I'm getting new followers again and everything. And it's like, holy shit, this is great.
But I guess it's because like the imagery that, because Rob's stuff is not like that. And I don't think the other, like now I've noticed that the stuff that the books you're promoting actually does lean more towards horror than adult material.
Right. Which is what I've always wanted to do. I like horror and fantasy. That's been my main thing, which don't get me wrong. I enjoyed working with Ethereal, but it was like they're doing so much over there that it was like nonstop. That's all I could show.
Right.
And like because I'm limited to how many posts I can make with links per day on my own feed.
Right.
I get buried as spam.
Right.
there's always that issue, but this is giving me more options and more variety. So it's actually helped me expand back into the general comic audience now.
Right.
So that's cool.
Right. So here we are in the last 20 seconds, 16 seconds of EGORAVEN Volume 3, which collects issues 9 through 12. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Happy New Year. Holy moly. Thank you so much, everybody. This marks the end of EGORAVEN Heir of the First Unicorn Volume 3 Fantasy Trade. Although maybe it's not the end, because this is also, if you missed the campaign, if you're watching this on a replay, or you just missed the campaign, I do have the main books as late pledges. I'm going to try that out on this campaign. So if you missed it, let me see. Actually, let me see what it looks like. Let's see. So the 116 backers pledged $8,770 to help bring this project to life. Thank you so much, everybody, for helping this project break my Kickstarter record. EGORAVEN Volume 3 is now my #1 most funded. I'm a little redundant, but yes, it is my most funded book that I have ever put on Kickstarter. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Actually, yeah. So let me see. Right. Oh, yeah. So here they are. Here they are. So I have some of the levels available. Actually, is it everything? Well, I mean, I guess that's fine then. Available for late pledges. Yeah, I've never done late pledges before, so I'm not really sure how this works. So, but it looks like
you guys rocked those fucking covers. Holy shit. Job. Song Brothers. They're like, yeah, you can grade.
Oh, thank you. It's like, look, it's like, oh, the day I missed it. I missed their. They actually posted. Yeah. But thank you. Oh, look, I can't get enough of it. You know, I can't get enough of their artwork. I swear to God, it's like they barely finish the piece for me, and I'm like, going, yo, can you do another one? Like I said, I have a fourth one that in October we're going to start working on. So it's like, yeah, it's going to be Zhang Brothers for the rest of the series. But yeah, so what it looks like is that you can pick up there's certain levels that you can pick up on the campaign. The Zhang Brothers books, those are not available as late pledges. You're gonna have to wait for the next campaign for that. But if you missed the campaign, I have several of the main books available as late pledges. So we'll see how that works. Like I said, I've never tried it before. So yeah. So I guess that's it for EGORAVEN. Yay. You know, so oh my God. Oh, so who are we seeing today? Right there. This toaster.
He's gonna bite my face in about 5 seconds, but I don't know why he wanted to be up here.
Right. Okay. And how are the kittens doing?
They are amazing. They are the sweetest little girls, all 3 of them. Yaz is taking a minute to come around, but I think that's because she was just a tad bit older when we got her, and I think she might have had a human trauma, especially with a man, because she's been very skittish around Chris and Declan. So, but she's really starting to come around.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Bro, it's on you. Go.
Right.
Thank you. All right. He gets a look. This is the most expressive cat. Get this look in his eye, and you know he's and that's when you just, all right, bro. right.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you really have to pay attention to the way animals act.
He's got a borderline personality disorder.
Uh-huh.
But I love that motherfucker. He follows me everywhere. He leads me down the hall. He's my shit partner. He's like everything. Like we do everything together. And at night he comes and gets into bed with me, but everything's on his terms.
Of course. Well, yeah, of course. It always is.
He rules the fucking house.
You know, oh, what is it? There was a funny cartoon that I saw where it was done in the style of the Junji Ito. You know the cartoon where it's like, this is my hole. You know, it's like, yeah, right. Except the hole was like all the cats were on a bed, and you had the person shape, and the woman and the cartoon lady was like, this is my hole. It belongs to me. It was so funny. But yeah, it's like yeah, but that's the funny thing, because, you know, like speaking, you know, like going back to the whole marketing thing, because it's like, because of like all the construction and everything that was going on, I really didn't feel like I was like promoting as much as I should have. But then again, as I was kind of like, well, it's doing, you know, the campaign. Yeah, the campaign's doing fine. You know, it's like I'm not gonna sweat it too much, right?
Quality over quantity.
You know, and but only at the very end though, especially when I was like, you know, like making this content for my other strategy that I'm trying to put together. I'm like, oh, you know, let me do a couple of things, and I was really like posting stuff up in like the last like 5 days of the campaign. And the one thing that I was really, really doing, right, is that Kickstarter now allows you to just send updates to the followers only, which is actually what I forgot to do this morning. I posted everywhere else but to the followers. And I was just like, every day I was sending a thing directly to the followers going, hey, it's the last couple of days, blah, blah, blah. Time for you. You waited long enough, you know. Shit or get off the pot type of thing, right? Because in the end, I figured, you know, yeah, exactly, FOMO. And you know, because I figured, because at first I kind of I was like a little guilty about it, because like, oh, am I being annoying? And I go, you know what? No, these people are following me for a reason, right? And it's like if they want to stop getting my updates, they only have two choices. They either can unfollow or they finally pledge. That's all they need to do, you know? So, you know,
it's not rocket medicine.
Right, yeah. You know, so it's like, so I just kept like really hammering the followers. I would have to look at the back end of the Kickstarter to see whether that worked or not. But you know, that's also a thing too that I kind of have to get over is the whole thing about being annoying with marketing. You know, because I think in the end, it really depends on, I think it's like you're only annoying if you sound like an ad.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, yeah, and the trick is to not, even though you want to lead people to a certain end result, whether, you know, it's going to Webtoon or going to a website or whatever, you have to do it in a way where it doesn't look like you're doing that.
And it becomes a breath of fresh air, because if you think about it, it's all we fucking see are advertisements. And I'm not talking about comics. I'm talking about every fucking where we look. While we have pop-up fucking blockers. It's in every fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's all of our fucking favorite YouTube channels, they got to stop and advertise to us. And all this, everything. It's every.
So
it reminds me of spam thing. From Delta, and it's like buy, sell, buy. To stand out, you can't do that anymore.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So do you know about like these bills that's been trying to like pass into legislation where it's kind of like, like to save the kids on the internet and or whatever, and it's like, and it's going to force websites to have to age verify and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So I had read that, of course, shocker, that these bills actually don't have anything to do with protecting children on the internet, and that it has everything to do with corporations trying to verify who's real on the internet as opposed to bots.
Wow.
By forcing every website to collect IDs, that's verifying whether they're advertising to real people or not. Which makes the legislation even more insidious than, what it already is because it's like, imagine it's like every website you go to, you had to supply an ID.
Right.
You thought having to sign up for an account for every fucking website was bad enough, right? Because the thing is, like, the logic that everyone's using is that, look, if I have a credit card, it's like, if your whole thing, it's like, I don't need to show my ID. I don't need, and especially nowadays when there's like, data breaches all over the place. It's like, are you telling me that I'm supposed to give my ID to some random company that can't even keep their shit together from hackers? But it has more to do with advertisers.
Imagine that.
Yeah. But that was just an aside, though. I just thought that was an interesting commentary on that. But yeah, like, that's kind of the thing. And it's like, because like I said, like, the posts that you were doing, like, they caught my attention. Usually before I was like going, oh yeah, that's just Nita posting. It's like, that's what she does, But something happened that it's like, it really made me pay attention. In a good way this time, so I had to like ask you, it's like, what are you doing? What's in this sauce?
Oh, Nita magic.
Yeah. And it's like, and it really made me rethink a lot that I was working on. But yeah, but that was the thing. So the things that really stood out for me was really hyper focus your demographic so that you know who you're targeting.
Right.
And then change accordingly. And talk about, it's like, talk about your book as if they have never heard it before. Don't make the mistake of thinking that everybody knows who you are. And that's the thing. If they already know who you are and what you're selling, why are you advertising to them?
There you go.
It's like, you're already there. They're already there where you need them to be. So it's like, why are you preaching to the choir if the whole point is to like engage with a larger audience and to attract a larger audience, right? It's like, you can't really focus on the people who are following you already. I mean, it sounds really counterintuitive, but at the same time, you have to talk to these people knowing that they've never heard of you before.
Right.
Oh, and here's the thing too. This thing was kind of like bugging me, and I have to mention it. If there is a certain demographic that you're going after, for fuck's sake, do not create promos that makes fun of or denigrates or insults the thing that they like already to attract them to your stuff.
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
And like, I've seen this a couple of times where it's like, look, I understand. Okay, you're doing, like, say you're doing a superhero comic, right? And you're trying to attract people who read superhero comics, who predominantly read Marvel and DC comics, right? For fuck's sake, don't talk about how much Marvel and DC comics suck if you're trying to attract these people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like, you know, it's like
the content you're comparing yourself to sucks.
Right. But they're the fans. You're talking to the fans of that stuff. So what, yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's just very dumb to me. You know, like, it's like, why do you think that's going to work? Why do you think that by insulting the thing that this audience are trying to attract likes, that's going to attract people to your work? Especially if it's something mainstream and, you know, has their fandom attention already attached. You're just a wannabe. You need to attract them with like for like. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, if you're doing a superhero book, you have to attract them the same, you know, with kind of like the same hooks that Marvel and DC uses with their, you know, with their superheroes. Although, you know, look, Marvel and DC have decades of IP, you know, loyalty over you. So, but insulting that loyalty, I don't know why people are thinking that works. You know, negging culture for advertising. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, and you know what? And negging doesn't really work either, you know? You know, I mean, it's like that whole concept doesn't make any sense. It's like, you know, it's like, so you're going to have to constantly be, you know what? It's kind of like, oh, your girlfriend's ugly. You know, why are you with her? Blah, blah, blah. Like, did that ever work for anybody? Did that ever get you a girl? So why do you think it's going to get you comic book readers? You know, I mean, it's just, I don't know. But, yeah. So I've been pretty impressed with what you've been posting on Facebook. So we're stealing the ideas.
Take them. They're yours. I want you to have them.
You know. But in all seriousness, even with what I felt I wasn't doing to promote my book, thank you so much, everybody, for doing what you did on the EGORAVEN Volume 3 campaign. I was not expecting it. You know, I would have liked, you know, it's like I was hoping that it would just meet Volume 1, you know, in terms of sales. I was not expecting it to surpass it the way it did. So obviously what little that I did do worked. So, which is the point. But, you know, look, it's like, now on to the last 4 issues. Now on to, I still have to finish issue 13. So hopefully like I said, if you missed the campaign, I do have books on late pledges, so you can pick those up. But if you want to wait, wait to see what the next campaign is, it's going to be issue 13. I'm looking to launch it in September. So you can also pick up, because that's where you're going to see the next Zhang Brothers cover on that campaign. So excited. I love them so much. So yeah, so I don't know. That's all I got, Nito. You got anything else? You're muted.
I'm good.
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready for a shower and a nap.
Yeah. Right, there you go. Yeah, and yeah,
I gotta have some protein first.
Well, that's true. Yes, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, any final words for the peoples? Yeah.
Bye, bitches.
All right. Okay. Well, and I want to thank everybody in the chat who kept us company. I want to thank our beautiful eyeball people watching us from regions beyond. And so, and if you're catching this on the replay, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever any of our shows go live. So yeah, that's, you know what, we're calling it. That's it for us. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you everybody for pledging. And if you want to learn more about me and my artwork and all the other upcoming campaigns that I have, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, where you can also read EGORAVEN for free on the website. But you can follow, if you prefer it on Webtoons, it's also on Webtoon as well. And if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings adventure, you can follow the link over to Tall Tales, that's TAILS online.com, and you can read the archive of over 1,000 pages there. It's good binge reading over there on Tall Tales. And remember, while you're on the websites or even here, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, where you can keep up to date with all of my new art, my sketchbooks, my comics, my Kickstarters, everything. And coming soon, get your lore, get more artwork, get more everything going on to learn more about my books. And you also get a free PDF comics bundle just for joining. So make sure you don't miss out on anything right here. So thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, chat. Thank you, eyeball people. Thank you, Kickstarter backers. Thank you so much. And we will meet again on issue 13. And in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work. Because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. I got to figure out how to get out of here. Oh, there it is. Bye.
I told him I can be